Hi, everybody. I'm Zilla Blitz, and welcome to Walkabout Europe, the Football Manager 21 Journeyman Save, where we combine fitness and Football Manager. We've got a lot to pack in today. We have applied for and gotten a job. So maybe it's time to move. We'll take a look and see how Saint Etienne has done in Ligue 1. We're going to square off against FC Lorient because we haven't moved yet. We'll take a look at a flashback in time to Rosice, the very first team that we started with in this Journeyman, to take a flashback retrospective and see how have they done since we've left the club. We'll take a look at Guess the Point Total competition, and we'll take a look at our walking circle. Lots to do. Let's jump in and get started. All right, so let's jump in and take a look at the big question, how have we done? When we were last together, it was February 2nd. We lost to PSG yet again. We've yet to beat them in 4 attempts in this save on the 2nd of February. It's now the middle of March, so we've gone ahead about 6 weeks, and we've got a mix of yellow, red, and green in these results. Looking more closely, however, we can see that our United Champions League was a disaster. We lost 3-0 at home to Real Madrid, just did not have it, then lost to them 3-1 on the road. However, in that 3-1 on the road match, I was kind of playing our second level of players because I'm thinking it was about this time we weren't going to come back. Probably makes sense to concentrate a little bit on the league at that point, and we were playing on 3 days rest. So all of those things put together, Champions League, unfortunately, is done for. I'm happy with our results. We did better than expected, but yeah, Real Madrid is Real Madrid, and we're just not quite there yet. In the league, we won 3 and drew 2. So if we take a look at those, the result of that is we're still in second place, 3 points ahead of AS Monaco and up on goal differential by 13 points with 10 matches left to go. More importantly is the Champions League cushion. We're 7 points ahead of a non-Champions League finishing spot, and we have a game in hand over Strasbourg. So if we win today, we'd be 10 points up with 10 matches left to go. Starting to feel a little bit comfortable, and our schedule tends to clear out a little bit as we go forward. On a good news kind of thing, we have a lot of green besides our French Cup results. We won our next 3 French results in the French Cup, which means, yes, we're on to the Coupe de France final against PSG, which will be the episode after this one. A 5th chance to try to beat PSG in this save and our 3rd of the year. Could this be the final charm that we need to be able to get over the PSG conundrum where we just cannot beat them? We'll find out in that next episode, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. So the results have been okay. I mean, it's tough with all these matches just to go on. And the big question is now, with 57 points on 28 matches, how does our Guess the Point Total competition look? Let's take a quick look. So here are our results. If we extrapolate our current point total out over the rest of the season, Sports History in Shiloh would be the winner with 77 points. Sadly, there's no way we can win. We can get over 90 points. FM Lama has been eliminated. We would max out at 87 points if we won all the remaining 10 matches in our schedule. Now, one interesting thing is our schedule opens up. We're out of Champions League. We've only got the French Cup left for non-league play. So pretty much the remaining of the season, we have matches every week. So we'll be able to put our best team on the Ligue 1 matches. I'm hopeful that the relaxed schedule will keep us a little bit injury-free too. So I'm hopeful that we can pick up our pace a little bit over the back half of the season. And we've played PSG and Monaco in the league already, so our schedule gets noticeably easier over these last 10 games. So we'll see how it all plays out. I think anybody, honestly, from like 86 down, 86 might be a stretch with FM Digi, but I'm going to say Reggae Boy down to Sports History Shiloh are all probably pretty much in the mix. Of course, if we do tank things, Matt Baker, who actually was pretty astute in saying, I think we're going to struggle because we have so many more matches with the 68. We didn't struggle quite that badly, but last year we finished with 76 points. This year is going to be 77. That's not much of an improvement for how much I thought we improved the team. But anyway, a story still to be told there. Now, we have a couple of other things to talk a little bit about. I did apply for a Bundesliga job that opened up at Mönchengladbach, and I did get the job, and then I turned it down. I just didn't. They were kind of in the bottom third of the Bundesliga, and I thought, I think we might be able to do a little bit better. Now, a bunch of jobs have opened up in the Bundesliga. They're all at teams kind of mid-table and lower, and I kind of want to finish this season with Saint Etienne just because we're almost done, and I feel like it's important to do. As well, we've applied for the job in Zaragoza in La Liga, which is within range. I don't know how that one's going to turn out. I think we'll probably turn that one down too. But I'm hopeful that maybe some Bundesliga, La Liga, or perhaps even Serie A jobs open up in the summer, because I would kind of like to stay with this team. We got a lot of really good players, but I think it's time that we probably move on at this point. But let's take a look at the circle and see what possibilities might be out there for us for the end of the season. So here's our circle. I don't have the old circle in here. This week, actually, at work, because I was gone the week before that, was incredibly busy, surprisingly busy. So I wasn't able to add in too much exercise miles, but I was able to add in a lot of intentional walking, which did increase the circle quite a bit. We're now well into Germany. We've covered almost all of Belgium, and look at this. If we zoom right in here, yes, we've reached the southeastern tip of England. Haha, we're bringing it home, people. And now down over here, we're well into Spain, which is Zaragoza, where I was able to apply. Their job opened up in La Liga. And then most of the northern chunk of Italy as well. So I'm hopeful there'll be options Bundesliga, Serie A, maybe even La Liga in the summer that we can try to explore. And as I mentioned, I did get the Mönchengladbach job. I'm applying for Zaragoza. They've interviewed me. Don't know if we'll get that. I don't think we'll take that. I'd like to see if we can get like a top half table team in Italy, Spain, or Germany. But we'll see what's open up. I do think it is time to move and kind of time to think about how we're going to wrap up this whole series as we draw closer to FM22. So that's pretty much it in terms of news. We are upgrading our facilities. The board has agreed to do that. Finances are good. Finances are really solid because we just got $8 million for Champions League, which was pretty helpful. So let's take a moment before we get to our game and do a little bit of a retrospective, because as this series gets into its later stages, it'd be fun to kind of go back and take a look at some of the teams that we've been with and how have they done. Slovan Rosice, you may recall, was a team that we started out with way back at the beginning of the save. In the Czech Republic, they were at their third level. And since we've left them, we got them promoted in the first year, got them to fifth in the second year. And since then, they've actually done pretty well, kind of establishing themselves as a second-tier club in the Czech Republic. They finished 11th the year after we didn't. They got relegated in 23-24, but bounced right up by finishing first in the third level. Last year they finished 11th, and this year they're firmly in 8th place in the league. And what's kind of interesting, if we look back on their best 11, a lot of the players that we signed are still with the team and still playing, or they played kind of for a run that got them in the best 11. Adam Richter was a goalkeeper we brought in. He didn't play for us, but we brought him in. He's been their goalkeeper since then. Philip Prebsel we brought in. Ivelicic brought in. Opoku. Abdul Ghaffar Ibrahim was ours. Mikkel Vanek, Denis Janko, Simicek was ours. So probably about 2/3 to 3/4 of the players that are in the best 11 are players that we picked up really young, that look like they had high potential, that have stayed with the club for the past 6 or 7 years and kind of kept them somewhat established in that second tier of Czech football. So I thought that was pretty cool. Little interesting retrospective look back on the very first team we start with and see, could bringing in young players and then just leaving actually keep them up for a little bit of a while. And it looks like it's kind of worked out pretty well for them. Their finances are still insecure, which was what they were when we were there. I mean, they didn't have any money. They probably still don't. But anyway, that's a little bit of a look back in time. But let's jump back up now to the present, because it's time to jump into our match against FC Lorient. Now, they are firmly in the mid portion of the table. We are playing them for our 10th with 10 matches left to go. Still trying to hold off the Champions League spot and potentially get second place ahead of AS Monaco, which would feel like a victory. Here are our starters. I mentioned I played kind of our second tier of starters against Real Madrid, so this is our best 11 for the most part. I mean, we have some players in reserve that probably could fit in here, but we're going with our best. We're starting to get healthy as well, too. So we've got Sawinski, who, by the way, Sawinski now has 24 goals in 26 appearances. He's in contention for the FIFA Young Player, the Under-21 Player of the Year. He sits 5th in the league in Ligue 1 in goals, only one behind Mbappe. He's 2 goals off of the Golden Boot Award. He's got 15 goals in 17 league matches. He's scoring the most per minutes in Ligue 1. So just been an incredibly positive pickup for us, looking really good all across the league. We'll see how he does today. Now, I should be able to play him in pretty much all of the league matches except for one. So it'd be cool to see if he could get the golden boot. So that's an interesting side story. Yusuf Demir, who came in when we wanted to lead, he loves me now. He's super happy here, playing really well. He's got 17 appearances, 4 goals, 3 assists with a 7.12 rating, and a lot of clubs sniffing around him. Super Zilla, my brother on the right, not playing as well as he did last year, but still playing one. Engby, the guy we picked up, we're trying to convert into an inside forward on the left-hand side. 3 goals and 5 appearances in the league so far. And in Champions League, he actually had 4 goals and 3 appearances. So John Engby starting to figure out inside forward. He's still unconvincing out there, but he's kind of fun to watch. He tends to run around and shoot it in the net. Other than that, we got Reggae Boy Jr.'s having a solid year at defensive back. Our defense is starting to slip a little bit here. And other than that, we're looking pretty good. So let's jump into the match. I'm going to talk to him. We're going to see if we can stick it to FC Lorient. All right, here we go. We're playing away. We're in our greens again, left to right. FC Lorient is going right to left. Starts out with them flailing away and kicking it out of bounds. I'm hopeful for a positive result here. They did seem moderately motivated in the locker room before we came out. We've got a lot of green faces here starting out. So far, not much going on. They've got the better of us. One shot with a .323 XG. It's kind of quiet here. Usually we start... There we go. Now we're starting to get some shots. Let's give it a little bit of time. And 15 minutes in. Time for a little bit of encouragement. We need to pick it up a little bit. Let's go, guys. Come on. People are watching. Let's do something. There we go. Thank you. Kamara and Gaspardini have been alternating at goal, both looking fairly okay. That wasn't very good. Oh, he's going right in. But that's a little bit, just a little bit wide of the mark. All right, here we go. This one feels like it's for us. Nakamura, Yusuf Demir, Nakamura, up to Super Zilla, back to Reggae Boy, forward. We're looking pretty good here. Super Zilla gets by his man, breaks inside, flip to the other side. There it is. John Engby, another goal. I'm excited to see what happens to him when he gets kind of comfortable with inside forward on that left side, because he's still unconvincing out there. And he doesn't have the greatest bravery or composure, but for whatever reason, he just seems to consistently put the ball in the net. So, welcome to the club, John Engby. I think we may have found our goal-scoring threat on the left-hand side if things continue to go the way they've been going so far. So we're up 1-0. 20th minute, looking pretty good. Oops, that's not pretty good. Come on, guys. Oh, that's a good shot. Oof, that was pretty close. Kamara didn't look like he was very interested in that. I do think we might want to look at upgrading Kamara, and I do think we're going to need to try to find... I feel like we're one really good defensive midfielder. Like, Reggae Boy Jr. is really good at it, but we need a second person who's got really good marking and really good tackling to kind of replace, our offensive midfielder when we have a lead late in a match to be able to hold it. And I feel like we need just a really kind of... Oh, there it is! Yusuf Demir picks up another goal. We're up 2-0. Nice! Kind of a sloppy bang-around goal. Is that off Okoro's head for the assist? So Reggae Boy Jr. feeds it in. Okoro bounces it across. Yusuf Demir with a tough angle with his outside foot. Snaps it into the net, and we're up 2-0. Nice. We'll take that. I was talking about something before that. Oh, yeah, I feel like we could use a kind of a kick-ass center back. I mean, just someone who's a level... just top-notch center back. I feel like we have kind of top-notch offensive players, but we don't really have... Okoro's kind of a work in progress, and he's getting good, but he's not quite there yet. I'm going to talk to everybody, and we're back out for the second half. All right, here we go into the second half. But yeah, I think that if we could get a kind of a really dominating center back and one more really good, kind of like, I'm thinking like a Kante type of midfielder. Reggae Boy Jr. is kind of that. And he's good. We could use a second one, though, with the schedule so compact that I think if we got that, I think our defense would shore up a little bit, and we might be in a little bit better shape next year if we were to stay, which I'm still not convinced we're going to go here. 60 minutes in, I think we're going to look at making a sub here or shifting things up a little bit. I'll be right back. Actually, I think we're doing okay. I kind of lied there. I like what's going on, and we still don't have anybody. Our midfield's going to get tired here momentarily, so we're going to see who gets tired first and probably sub them out. Oh. Super Zilla just ran out of gas on the right-hand side. Let's go 3 more minutes and then see who else gets tired here. 70 minutes in. Yusuf Demir is out of gas too. Let's make a substitution for fresh legs. I'll be right back. All right, actually, Super Zilla is injured on the right-hand side, so we're bringing in Lynch Stevens to replace him, and then Yusuf Demir is exhausted, so we're bringing in Lopez, our Mexican striker that we got for $750,000 on that attacking midfield. Give us some fresh legs up top, see if we can keep the pressure up. We have had some trouble holding on to leads, but hopefully we're a little bit behind that with fresh... Oh, nice pass. Sawinski doesn't miss those. 25th goal of the year and his 16th, I think, in the league. Might be closing in on that golden boot. That was pretty exciting. A lot of them like this. Who got the assist here? That was nice. Nakamura. Oh, our right back. Nice. Sawinski's just so fast at this level. I think he goes 18 speed, 17 pace or something like that. 18 acceleration. It's like defensive backs, if it's a foot race like that, he just kind of outraces them. So, okay, 80 minutes. We'll probably make our last sub here now. Be right back. So bring in Ludovic Reis. Auchiche is out of gas. Reis is good at defensive. He's like, I'd like an upgraded version of him. He's kind of like Reggae Boy Jr. with good defensive skills, but does show up our kind of midfield a little bit here. Everybody's pretty tired, but we're hanging on. Looks like a nice, comfortable maybe. We're going to have to not give out the clean sheet bonuses. Clear it in front. Beat away. Engby's got the ball. Nice. Feed him. Feed Sawinski. Yes. Finish it. Oh! Oh, offside? Really? What a pretty goal. Darn it. That was a nice flip. I kind of want to see it again, even though it was offside. I guess they're not going to show it to us. Okay. So this should run things down. It's just going to end it. Any more going on? 15 seconds. We'll let it play out. We have had trouble with clean sheets, so we got a little corner to finish off here. But yeah, I felt like this is a pretty comfortable one for us, huh? This felt pretty good. Lefi cleared away. Lopez chips it out to Sawinski. They're going to blow the whistle. They're going to let him run. Nope. All right. Well, Sawinski picks up a goal. Demir picks up a goal. Our new attacker, Engby, picks up a goal. We pick up a 3-0 win. I feel like that's a pretty solid performance for us today. That feels to me like what we can do against some of the mid-level teams when we're playing our best 11 instead of kind of like a half best 11 that we've been doing for much of the season. So anyway, I'm pleased with their performance here. That's good. Let's play. Okoro got a 7.9 at center back. That's pretty good. Oh, he got that assist. That's pretty good, I think. We'll just say he impressed me out there. And then we'll move on here. So, moving forward then, we'll send the assistant to the little board there. Let's continue on up here. Any results here otherwise? I don't think AS Monaco played today, right? Let's see what's going on. Yeah, so AS Monaco has a game in hand, 6 points back. So maybe we have a chance to kind of finish in second place. But more importantly, 10 points up over the Champions League spots. So that's pretty good with 9 left to go. We will be back. Oh, I did see too. How is Super Zilla? He is injured 1 to 3 days for a bruised ankle. We'll take that. No problems. So coming forward, I know what we're coming back for. We're coming back for PSG for the third time this year. Third time's a charm maybe. In the Coupe de France final. The end of April. So I'll play through these other games and then we'll be right back. And I think we're going to do the weigh-in for this next one too, because that's about 3 days forward. So hoping to keep the pace up as we go forward. I don't have a lot of travel, so I should be able to kind of get episodes in. And I've caught up now with work and stuff like that too. So we'll see you in a few days for PSG in the French Cup final. As always, thanks so much for tuning in here late in the FM21 cycle. I know everybody's talking about how views are down and things like that. And we've seen that here too. I pretty consistently, at the modest 60 to 100 views, I think, as the series was going along and dropping down to, 50s and below right now. I mean, summertime, and I think the cycle is getting to its end. So thank you always for people who have stuck with it and kind of kept tuning in and supporting the series as it's gone through the whole year here. We'll see you again in our next episode. Have a great rest of the weekend. Bye.